We are now coming to the end of this journey. With the reptilian brain, we've seen the three different strategies we use to react to a perceived danger. In this modern world, our brain interprets perceived danger very broadly, resulting into a modern version of our survival instinct, stress. With our Paleolimbic brain, we've seen how we can become quite territorial due to our fundamental position within a group on the axis of trust and self-confidence. These behaviors are quite archaic and embedded so deeply within us that they are very hard to change or evolve. Hard, but not impossible. With the Neolimbic brain, we've covered three layers of motivations. Our intrinsic motivations are a source of energy and joy. We've seen how our extrinsic motivations are in reality a mirror of the social expectations of our peers and cultural context. Last but not least, we saw how we all have obsessions and how they can take over our life. Our last brain structure to be covered was the prefrontal brain. It brought us to the golden key of successful adaptation and change. It's the ace we keep up our sleeve whenever things don't go as expected. This is, of course, only a small introduction on the neurocognitive and behavioral approach. I hope it has given you some insight, some new perspective. So why don't you try it out? Put it into practice. Look at the people around you. It can be your partner, your kids, your colleagues, or even strangers on the bus or in the streets. Observe. What do you see? Can you tell when someone is in stress? If it's fight, flight, or freeze? Can you spot the Paleolimbic turned on when someone is showing some peacock behavior? What about intrinsic and extrinsic motivation? Can you make the difference in your own life? What motivates you sustainably, and for what part you need results to keep going? What about your prefrontal mode? Now, an exercise I like to do is to analyze movies. I like movies because they are bigger than life. They zoom into the core, the essence of the action, which makes it easier to spot what's really going on. Now take your favorite movie, watch it again. However, this time use the NBA as a frame of reference. Can you spot when the different characters have their different brain structures turned on? Have you uncovered an obsession here? An extrinsic motivation there? Some submissiveness over there and free stress here? Good. Go along. Play with it. Get familiar with it. Now try it in the real world. Your partner is getting angry? Well, is it fight stress or Paleolimbic dominance? Your kids don't want to go to school? Is it lack of intrinsic motivation, or is there something more? Is it free stress? What happened that they perceive going to school as a threat? And what about you? Have you spotted your obsessions yet? Is it order, tidiness, control? Or on the contrary, freedom, creativity? Maybe it's love or esteem. Recognition is a very common one, just as money and power. With the NBA, we are at the core of who we are. So that's it. You just finished your course. Congratulations. Now switch off your device and go back to the real world and put what you've learned into practice. Go and fill your limbic system with new experiences. And don't forget to keep your prefrontal curiosity awake. Thanks for taking this course. Bye now.